How are you doing, Internet? I'm Beanas and welcome back to Layers of Fear. And we are going to try to finish this off in order to get the mother's ending. Will I get it in one video? Probably not. Probably take too long and I'll split in two, but we'll try anyway. Another good thing that happened today, Ruby Volume 6 premiered. So if you're a first member, please do not spoil. And I will get to it when I get to it. I did miss something here. One thing I've definitely figured out, when you're charging through things, there's supposed to be something on the column. When you're charging through looking for trouble, things are definitely a lot less scary. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Really? Did you forget? Oh, there's a code here. Question is, which code? Let's try 2, 5. Oh, wait. This is probably the date. So let's try 6. Oh, 9 doesn't work. Zero 6 9 doesn't work. Nine 06. Yay, we got it open. We did not forget the date. Hey, she looks not half bad. Obviously that was before. So we get another secret. No, we are not running out of apples. Pretty sure there's nothing, just had to check anyway. I think that's his writing. That's Hugh's writing. Don't want to pick up anything of his. Fairly certain there's nothing at all in here, except for plates, but nothing to collect, sadly. Everything breaks. Shall we continue? There once was a man full of passion, but then his wife went out of fashion. Her face was a mess, he couldn't care less, she hated the man with a passion. That's not a collectible. Let's not look at the painting. Oh, it's the rat lady. Can we just go around it? I don't want to activate it. Guess we gotta activate it in some capacity. But we don't have to look at it. I guess we do. Where's the other door? Nope. Yep. Still locked. Now we can go. Let's go see our wife. Wow, a lot of flies. Hello, dear. Give us a hug. No other collectibles, though. Still hear the mice. Too bad we can't avoid activating that. What is all this collection of stuff anyway? Wolf? Yeah. Didn't we see something like that before? Any other run? Guess it doesn't really matter. So this is what happens if we don't run away. Oh, no, close. Yep. No shadows or anything, though. Funny how we always get corridors like this. Bright and shiny and then not. Well, down we go. Is there a jump scare here? Ah. Guess there is. So what was that we saw move just now? I guess we were waking up. Just wax. Down we go, I guess. I had a feeling when we fell into the pitfall earlier that it would lead to a jump scare. But not being able to confirm it makes it scarier. Okay, so let's not winch this up. I fell last time, so let's see what happens if we just go through here. Multi. Oh, bandage room. You know you're not in your right mind.
That her? Can she hear us? This is all fixable, right? No, you don't understand. Her face, her hands. She will be devastated.
I still think he's being more selfish, worrying about himself. Can you even paint anymore? Not really. He has to use, it seems, blood magic. Huh. The Ouija board. It's the code's the same. It's the phone number, right? 363-853-354. But before we do that, I want to try something if my hand won't shake too much. No? And how about... No? Then we'll just have to go with the numbers. 3, 6, 3, 8. Even though I already collected them, I think it's important to activate. 8, 5, 3. The other thing that I think may end up giving me the mother ending is because MatPat and Stephanie were able to do it on their first try. There we go. What are you whispering? I saw her for an instant, even though she didn't really get us. But I do think that activating that is important. Oh, there's another door. Lots of inky things. November. I think I should be happy. Why am I not happy? I have a beautiful daughter. I think she is. I know she is. So why can't I look at her without feeling sick? I used to have a loving husband. Wonderful, sensitive. Now all I see is this strange man who only cares about his paintings. Like they matter at all. It's all so pointless. Music used to help. Doesn't anymore. Oh, so that's not really a collectible either. Maybe that happened when he was starting to become strange, but hadn't yet. No aberrations, just this.
Such an idiot. To think that someone like me could ever compete with you in all your sublime beauty, everlasting immortal.
Talking again of the Lady in Black painting. Which is right here.
I finally figured it out. And it's all thanks to you. You've showed me that there's no other way. Even now, your sad smile confirms what should have been obvious. We will not speak again.
So only by collecting all of these can you access this room. October 2nd. My love, I wish I could do what all mothers do and tell you that monsters aren't real, but it wouldn't be true. Life can create things of exquisite beauty, but it can also twist them into hideous things, selfish, violent, grotesque, monsters. It hurts me to say that your father has turned into one such monster, and I'm afraid that the disease that afflicted his mind has taken hold of me as well. It sickens me to think what we've put you through. There is no excuse. I only ask of you, though I know I do not have the right to do so, to try and forgive us. I despise what your father has become, but I love and pity him all the same. I only hope you can find it in your heart to feel the same about him, about me. I wish I could see you blossom into a strong, beautiful woman. I wish I could be there for you, but I can't. This is the only way. Goodbye. Obviously a letter that she wrote before committing suicide. Otherwise, we would not have it. Unfortunately, she has no way of knowing. I'm going to push this time. Whoa. After what we did, we kind of deserve it. Also, kind of cool that the lamp is illuminating things. But inheritance shows that madness does run in the family. I can't push it any further. Wow, that cut off suddenly. I think there was a rat painting there, but I took it before. Yes, the washroom with the collectible. Rather, the whisper item. Is there anything else here? No. Just the knife and the truth.
What is taking so long? Open this fucking door! I need to go.
Language.
Open up! Hell is... Oh, God. No. No, 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 no. What have you done? No!
So I think I can take care of all the rest in this video, under 30 or 40 minutes. So let's do this the right way the first time. In we go. Why did it go off center? One sec. Okay, should be doing properly. can kind of go side to side. Whoops. I let go by accident. Have to use the mouse to turn. I think I panicked and go again. Oh, good. We have something representing guilt towards Layla, and also something representing the guilt towards Amelia. Well, that had a bit of lag.
Finally, someone had to bear witness. I couldn't just look at my own work. Art and the artist needed an audience, a critical eye on things. I knew what I had to do. I gouged it, scooped it up like ice cream, felt like a butcher, a monster, but at least there was to come something beautiful from all this filth.
Truly monstrous, this guy. Well, let's go to the checker room. And there we go. It must be done. Finish it. I don't remember where all the checkers are. I think I got him, actually. Let's start the game. See, there's a ceiling fan up there, and it's not very high. Very impressive. Still got a fan. Don't look in the bed, though. There's a giant rat. It's her room. Oh, it's a painting that fell. Or the person fell at it painting. We know that there's that safe in there, but we can't get to it. There's the checker we need. Good thing it glows. We'd never be able to get to it otherwise. Whoops. Anything else in here? Nope. This guy's got a heck of a lot of hallucinations. Gotta look at the board to trigger things. Pretty sure that's an illegal move. That room... Oh, staircase. There are two here, right? Yeah, one in the bathroom. And weren't we just there? And aren't there some notes? Yeah, there's a note here. Who are you even playing with? Oh, we can get to the safe. Now, the reason why I know what to try is because I cheated. But also because this doesn't really matter. It's just an Easter egg. Cool Easter egg. But ultimately doesn't do anything. Whoop, and push me back. Let's see. What's it want me to do? Oh, the kitchen, I think. And something... Oh, this opened. Because we have to put the weight on it. And fell down. Is that her chair? Yeah, that's her chair. And different parts of the house keep on connecting. We ruined her room too much to go in. Let's see. Huh? Did that just highlight something? Something up here? There is something. Why did it let me do that? Is there something here I'm supposed to see? Or is it just like a scrap I wasn't supposed to notice? I've got nothing but weird music. This is master bedroom with this note. Maybe the code was supposed to be there. Pretty bad when I can't remember what I'm supposed to be looking for. There's a music box. Oh. The office, which will warp me. I saw something floating. A floating checker. That's obviously not the piece I'm looking for. Now the ceiling's gone. Still don't know why that lit up. Just had to wait for that. That's not a happy pianist. The heart. And now we are back here. Let's see what we got. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that's it. Missed a couple. 1, 2, 3. So there were 2 or 3 more that were possible. In case we have only to read this. I used to hate you, not anymore. I think even now, in spite of everything, I still might love you. You see, I finally understand. I know how you must feel. Lost, alone. It took me a while, but I finally realized, even with us, you have always been alone. I recognize that now as the quintessential part of your being, and admit hoping we could become a true part of your life was a grave error on my part, a grotesque misunderstanding. Still, if we are to make any sense of this, if any of this ever mattered to you, finish it. For us. It's that for us part that makes me think that there's only one true ending to this main game. That even once you get the painter ending, he still ends up coming back in order to finish it properly. So let's go ahead and finish it. do we get the mother ending or the wife ending? Let's do it. Yes, it's the mother ending. We did it.
That's it. My love.
So happy.
I am so sorry. No. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. It won't bring them back.
That's right.
See it now. I know what must be done.
There's still a lot of anger. Oh, it gives the impression that Amelia's dead. She's not. So let's hope this shows everything rather than cutting out. I think it's going to cut out. Look at all those paintings. The different versions of how he saw her or sees her. And he's going to burn them. Fire seems to solve everything in their heads. Too bad, they were really good paintings. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Does this be like he knows her pain now? Well, that is the mother ending to Layers of Fear. As I said before, I do think that there's really only one ending to this story. With the wife ending, it's part of this same loop where he keeps on trying to make the painting, and he keeps on screwing up in his head. He puts the paintings into that same room where he burnt the last one. But if you go back, you can see that they're all different and they're all fine. And the wife ending is the one most people get anyway, because they go in not having a particular goal in mind or which ending to get. I had this in mind from the beginning. I wanted the mother ending first, but then I figured out that I would most likely get the painter ending if I avoided the wife. Makes sense, because you're avoiding that kind of thing. So wanting the mother ending, of course, I'd have to go back, but there was also a chance I would get the wife ending because of all of the rat pictures that I had collected on the previous run. So I'm glad I was able to get the mother ending anyway. But say that because the wife ending is part of this loop that keeps on going until you get a different ending, well, what if the painter ending is too? Because the most important thing that Hugh was after the entire time, he thought it was after his painting abilities, his skills. But he was always at his best when his wife and his daughter were his muses, with the Lady in Black, for example. But he doesn't have that anymore after the fire, and all this hate starts to go back and forth between them, the hate and resentment. So he loses that ability, and he can't paint well anymore, or he has these visions brought on by these traumas, and so he keeps on going in this circle. And I also think that even in the painter ending, because he's ignoring his wife and child, his family, and keeping distance from them, because he's focusing on so much on himself, he still obsesses over the past, and it brings him back to the house. But the critical thing is that, as was hinted in the letter from the publisher about the boy in the cabin and it all being in his head, I think this is all in Hugh's head as well. So even the painter ending are all things that he's imagining, and he's been going through these loops for years probably, as Amelia is growing up, and he's not seeing her because of that whole thing where... And that screwed up again. But you had that whole thing where, from the article, rather, where he tries to kidnap Amelia from the foster home, but the police arrest him. So I think after that, he was brought to an asylum, and he stayed there in the loop for years, trying to get his own life and his own old life back. But he kept on failing. And even the painter ending is part of that failure. And finally coming back and acknowledging his wife and her pain, and his daughter and her pain, might finally bring him out of his madness and back into reality. But it's taken years to do that. And in the meantime, Amelia has grown up. His wife, of course, is long dead. And Amelia has her own life, her own family, and Hugh is not part of that because of all the stuff that he did, which was messed up. And one thing you'd see in the Inheritance DLC is Amelia's response to everything that's going on and trying to find closure. And the question is whether or not she's just as insane as her mother and father. You also had that letter from Layla to Amelia apologizing for all the madness and hoping that she would grow up to be a strong person who was free of all the madness. But you have three endings in Inheritance. One where you forgive Hugh, second where you don't, and the third is the true inheritance. And given that both parents were insane by the end, well, you can probably guess what that inheritance is. But in any case, unless Inheritance goes on sale again, I probably won't get it to be able to play it. If I do get it, you can look forward to some playthroughs there. It's a shorter game, or should be, than the main game, but we'll see about that. This game has been quite an experience, and especially from the different perspectives. Like before, I was avoiding the jump scares and I was still getting startled by the house itself as I was trying to find ways to avoid Layla's scares. And then this time, I kept on going around and charging in because I wanted the scares. And there were quite a few that couldn't happen, even though she appeared. But there were also enough to overturn the score that I had, I guess. Or as much as I had from the Rhett drawings that I had previously, in order to get the mother ending. So now you know at least the minimums of what you would need to get the painting ending from my previous No Encounters run, and the mother ending, or wife and daughter as it's more commonly called, from this run. I don't have a simple calculus for getting the wife ending. Probably you don't collect anything. If you get an even number of scares and avoidance, you probably can get that. Most people do end up with that. So you can see that in almost any other playthrough, including Jacksepticeye's. So that at least will do it for now. If you want me to play Inheritance, please let me know in the comments. That about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it entertaining and interesting. If you did, you can leave a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe to show your support for my channel, and visit my Patreon. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!